Hello everyone, this is Sarah from Defection Gaming bringing you the first episode of my Let's Play Final Fantasy. Let's cover a couple of bases first. Thank you for the sponsors for the final XCOM video through YouTube messages and comments about what you wanted to me to play. It was in the first 2 hours I had 3 or 4 responses saying play Final Fantasy VII. So I'm going to make this content for everyone. That I might make other content as well while I'm making this content, to spread the games out a bit. So you may see some R Clash Legacy or Smite while this is going on, but this is Final Fantasy VII. In a nutshell, and my opinion, the best Final Fantasy game in terms of character and story that has ever been made. Gameplay-wise, it was pretty darn fun as well. I mean, you could break the system at the end game with the ultimate weapons and other things such as the perfect materia and things to make Barret and Vincent and other characters just ridiculously overpowered and too strong. But I will just be playing this blind almost because I haven't played this game for about 10 years. I remember not very much about everything. I remember the basic story, but that's about it, and I saw it on sale for Steam, so I was like, yes, definitely I'll buy this, and I'll make a Let's Play if I can, and I am definitely going to. So yes, Final Fantasy VII, the reason I'm really picking it up really is to go through what I haven't done before. So there will be characters and things which I haven't played very much, because I really liked certain characters that I got tied to as a young man. But now I think that I'm going to try and appreciate all the characters and play them all in different ways and see where we go. But there is an end party I have in sight of 2 characters. Once I've got all of them, there are 2 characters to go along with the main character, who I will be the entire time because he is Cloud, and he's my favourite character. There will be 2 that will go along, and I won't spoil it for you by telling you them now what I want them to be. But there will be a party of 3 that I have in mind, of 2 characters that I've barely played anything of, that I would quite like to have a go with. But anyway, I'm now going to begin the Let's Play of Final Fantasy VII, and please enjoy the opening cinematic. detail, very realistic graphics. As a game though, really, it was top quality in terms of what it offered to get in the world. It was so good. Oh, I'll put battle time up. So it can go a bit quicker at the start. There's no reason to sit there watching it fill. But anyway, this is Cloud. He has the Buster Sword at the moment, which is a memento from Angeal and then Zack. But yeah, it's a giant sword that Cloud uses to defeat his enemies. I was going to change the config. Soldier is the Shinra, which is the place we're trying to attack. Soldier is the sort of elite squad of people that they have to dominate in the battlefield. And I will be keeping all of the names pretty much as standard. Crits, nice. I will be keeping as much of the content in as I can, things such as grinding and things I will put in as proper parts of the episode. So there will be parts which will be grinding episodes. So I'll do mostly story and then I'll probably stop an episode early in order to make a full grind episode. Now this is the reactor that Avalanche, the group we're working for at the moment, wants to blow up. Barret to join our party, a weird symbiotic party way to make it work here. yeah, so essentially the storyline on this at the moment is where we are. Is you're the main guy, mercenary, the guy in purple, called Cloud. He is an emo sort of kid who has been in Soldier and has rebelled and run away because of what happens to him, and he joins whatever he can just to get money, and in this case it is to join the rebels known as Avalanche, who are trying to blow up Shinra's machines, which are creating energy. They're essentially a power company. Oh crap, I pressed X instead of C. They're essentially a power company that makes their power through hurting the environment very, severely, draining it to the point at which it will die. So Barret is the head of Avalanche, desperately trying to destroy what Shinra are doing. And Cloud is sort of like the I don't really care guy, but you think he's a bit of a dick, but he's been through a lot, so you can't judge him too harshly. At least I don't judge him. You can judge him if you want. It's as much your playthrough as my playthrough. But no. So we're coming up against the Shinra's main grunt forces at the moment, who are trying to stop us from getting to the reactor. Those spinning question mark looking things, they are save points. And what's interesting about the save point is you don't get instant health and things. You don't get instant health from a save point. You just gain what you have, so there is no perfect, there is no way to just get your health back, so I know what's coming in a minute, so I'm gonna get to a point and then heal my guys up. Ooh, a back attack. If you run after a back attack, press the in this my page up and page down buttons, you will turn round so that they don't do double damage to your back. Because I believe when something has its back to you, you do a larger percentage of damage to them. So they weren't able to back attack me, because I knew that trick. It's like in Final Fantasy VIII with the main character for that. If you press a button when he attacks, he crits every single time. Oops. It will take me a moment to get used to these controls. Just nice and quiet. Potion them up just because I can. It does have the ability to have magic, so I'm just trying to remember where to go for materia, but I think materia is the one there, so I'll leave it as it is at the moment. There's no need to confuse the game. There it is, there's a materia. Restore materia. Restore materia is the healing materia, so it's very, very useful. I love the soundtrack to these things, it's quite epic. Here's the main baddie. I can use Cloud's magic. I've been saving it up just for this fight because I can't remember how much MP it takes to use it. I use Bolt because it's a lightning thing based on a based on a normal guy, so it will do more damage, which is good. They're both quite close to their limit breaks. Excellent. He's actually breached his limit break. Limit breaks are extra big attacks after your people are hit. You do extra damage in a special ability. As you see, you get achievements for it. Cloud, no! But now Cloud's limit of Braver, which is fun. I like all of Cloud's limits. They're pretty strong. Uh-oh. When its tail is up, then it reacts and attacks you with a laser. But I set the attack before I saw the tail up, so it will hurt me. There it goes. I'm pretty sure the character models have been sharpened up a little bit, but not too much. Assault gun, that's an item for Barret. Which I will give him. Barret. First, at least try. I want to at least try to see if I can. I'm pretty sure sure you can, I just can't remember how to do it. There is a interior option, I'm just being dumb. I can't find it, but that's nothing. Save. Open my old thing. And then I'll escape the actor. Find a few bad guys on the way up. It gives you 10 minutes, which is quite generous. You can quite easily grind for a little bit during those 10 minutes. And I will, when I get nearer the end, I'll grind a little bit, but not that much. Yeah, I'm just trying to get used to the controls. Just keep coming. Forgotten about that. Forgot that Jessie had her leg stuck in the thing. Why she wasn't following us, but that's fine. Now Barret's got assault, he can quite easily deal with all the normal basic units. Fire, ow. Love this soundtrack very much. It's more gill than I expected to get. Come on. Click OK. There we go. Doesn't want to let me get up the ladder. Wants me to die a painful death. I've only ever played it on a joystick gamepad, so the controls are quite difficult, but I should get the hang of it relatively soon. Now when you run out of there, you pretty much end it, so I'll grind in here until about the 2-minute mark. Then I'll go. So it's only 4 minutes or so. Can't do much in 4 minutes, so don't worry. I won't waste any much of your time. Now that's the limit break. Skip. Can't remember if there's a skip person. There definitely is. But I want to see the limit. Why? I just feel like leaving this limit. The way there are limit breaks are interesting, and there are 4 tiers of limit breaks, and I believe they upgrade due to how many times you use the limit break. So you get 2 limit breaks per tier, so you'll have a total of 8 limit breaks, 2 for each tier of the 4 tiers, and each limit break is unlocked the amount of times you use it. So when I use Braver, I will get closer and closer to my next limit break with Flash, and the same with Barret. So you don't really want to keep them for that long, you just want to keep them for a target which has a decent health pool. Or maybe even not then, I don't tend to save them very often. They're useful things, limit breaks, and certain boss battles make it so that your guys take 2 or 3 hits and their limit break is all the way up to the top, like the boss battle we just fought. I don't have the bolt. I do have the bolt, which is pretty strong. I actually really like the bolt. much damage it does to a mechanized enemy. It does 200, which is very strong against these normal mechanized things. And when I get the all materia, I will put it on bolt and then run rampant around everything. Materia are interesting things. Magic in this game is based on the materia system, and everything, skills and abilities, is also based on the materia system, whereby you have it's an item which you put into your weapons and equipment, so you can have a certain number of them, and these items, the materia, are your magic, and as you level up the materia along with your characters, you get access to different levels of the spell. So Bolt will go all the way up to Bolt 3, and will have more devastating effects and do more damage, etc. And Ice will go up to Ice 3, Cure will go up to Cure 3 and things like that, but they also have abilities which things like Steal and Multi-Cut and things like that to make you do more attacks, to make you steal things from your opponent when you attack them, things like that. It's an interesting dynamic, and it was a very big difference to the job based system of other Final Fantasy games, and I really enjoyed it as a system, because you could, when you played the game for a certain length of time, you could amass, when you got to level 100 and got perfect all materia and things like that, you could have a huge amount of power and essentially grind your way to be able to beat the main bosses quite easily. And if you really wanted to, there are a couple of characters, at least one that I know of, and I think there's two, which if you power up their final weapons far enough, you can one-shot the final bosses. And the end of the story campaign is not the end of the game. There is extra content afterwards, which I will provide, but probably on a fight-by-fight basis. I probably won't do my looking for the fight and looking for all the weapons and grinding up just the material things I'll need to do that. I'll probably just take you through the fights. But that is a long way away. Final Fantasy VII is a very, very long game, so it will be quite a while before I will be anywhere near endgame content. I'm thinking 50 or 60 episodes. And then that's the reactor of the Shinra thing that we've blown up. You can see there are 7 left to go. Everyone else just walks out. Cloud's the one who runs out, dives, tumbles, just because he can, just because it's that cool. Couldn't remember if there were anything in there. Now we need to get to the station and see what we can do. Kids knocking ladies over. It hasn't changed. The youth of today. Let's be kind to her. Calmly walk after her. Biggest creeper in the world. People running around like fools. Oh no, there's a little thing in the way there. There is potion, I think. Is it? Yeah. Let's get going. I like fighting the Shinra soldier just because Cloud's full health, full life and things, you can get a bit of XP. There's no real reason to. Plus, it helps get further on in the game by eliminating this menace. There is also the system of where people are placed in the party. If you are in the front row, you take full damage but deal full damage. If you're in the back row, you take less damage but deal less damage. So, but if you have a long-range weapon or if your weapon is long and a gun or something and is long range, you can be in the back row and do your damage without having to resort to escape. Do your damage while being on the back row and do your full damage while taking less damage. Which is one of the interesting things. I always have my magic dealers on the back row because also their thing doesn't rely on range. So, for example, I would always have my mage there. There's rendezvous on the train. Cloud's just a badass. I just love him. I remembered in the original version having to wait 5 or 6 seconds before cinematic like that would start. Luckily, the PC version's been smoothed out now, so that it's better. I always hated the way Biggs and Jess's faces look, because they're just like, they look a bit like sex dolls with just a circle in the face. There you go. I'll just pat your crotch. I'm not flirting. Everyone else just walks off, and us lot jump like we're expert gymnasts. Why jump downstairs? They're stairs! Oh, dearie me. It's one of the things I never got. Yeah, I'll walk calmly down the steps. This is just going to show you one of the main pillars supporting the plaza that people live on up top. So essentially there's two cities, the slums in the bottom and the sort of paradise land up at the top. The idea in keeping the slum people where they are at the bottom is quite cruel, really, which is what I like about this game. It sort of touches on real issues facing things. But I will save at this juncture, and I think that will be it for this particular video. I hope you've enjoyed this introductory video to Final Fantasy VII, and please rate, comment and subscribe, and continue to watch. Hopefully we'll see how far Cloud's Tale actually goes. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I've been Sarah from Defection Gaming. Bye!